Hey, Dunbar High School, TSA Parents and Families. It's me, Mr. P. Hey, here we are, another exciting year at Dunbar High School TSA. This is my 8th year doing Technology Student Association here at Dunbar High School, and this year's chapter I could not be prouder at all. So I just kind of want to give you guys a rundown as to what is going on. Okay, we had our first official meeting with the event selections on Thursday. The kids got in, they picked their events and they finalized their events, and they're getting together with their teams, and that collaboration process is starting. Okay, the kids are starting to communicate with each other. They're getting together phone lists and all that good stuff. They're taking inventory of the stuff that we have in the supply closet. Things are moving along. Okay, the chapter we really, the rubber's hitting the road now. Okay, we're starting to roll. So for the new parents that are new to Dunbar High School, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for letting your child join TSA. This is going to be a good time for them. It's going to be a positive experience for them. One of the things that I really look for is growth. Okay, so if your child comes to me as a freshman and they do TSA, I just enjoy watching them grow from freshman to senior year, and it's always a good time just to see that development happen. Okay, just professional growth and the leadership and the mentorship. It all works out. Plus, it looks good on a college application. Okay. For those of you that don't know what TSA is, TSA stands for Technology Student Association. TSA is an association that's been around since it's been around since the 1960s. It was named a few different things before TSA, but really what it comes down to is there's 35 different events that these kids can perform, and anywhere from animatronics to programming to public speaking to coding, whatever it is. Okay. Really what it comes down to is your kid trying something that they may be good at or they may not be good at. Okay, it's all about trying something different, getting outside of that comfort zone. And one of the things that I see a lot of in the chapter as far as member growth is that they kind of come out of their box a little bit. They come out of their shell, and and usually after the first conference, they're like a whole different person. So it's really, really fun. And I'm hoping parents, if you want to chaperone and see this happen, please email me. Let me know that you want to help out. I'd love to have you guys come along. It's going to be a good time. Okay. But real quick, since it is Friday afternoon, long day, I kind of wanted to just run down the Google Classroom layout, kind of to show you what's going on. Really, the Google Classroom, what you're looking at here, this is where most of the announcements are made. Okay, so as far as like any event updates, any chapter updates, whatever it is, we put it all in there. Okay, weekly, you guys get a video message from me. Okay, because videos information is pretty dynamic, it's pretty fluid. Right now, things are kind of quiet right now, so you may not hear from me for a little bit. So you might see this video, then you might see another video maybe like in 2 weeks. Okay, so there's that. But as we get closer to competition, which is in March this year, you're going to start seeing the videos come out more frequently. Sometimes as we get like really, really close, maybe like 2 weeks before competition, you might see videos from me like 3 times in a week. I mean, seriously. So bear with me, parents. I would love it if you did. Okay. Lots of information is thrown at me, and I want to share it with you guys. Okay. So here we are with the TSA Classroom. Okay, let me just break this down real quick. This is the Google Classroom stream. This is where everything is posted. Your child can kind of go through and kind of just navigate through the classroom to see, who their advisor is, who their lead student advisors are, who their officers are, all that stuff. Okay. But really, if you really want to get more organized, always go into the classroom, into the classwork. Go in classwork and just check it out by topic, okay? If your child has not done so, have them fill out that TSA team shirt order form, okay? Look, they paid for the registration. They get a shirt, okay? Congrats, okay? So they don't have to lay out anything because they already paid for it, okay? The other thing is this. If the parents want a shirt, the form, I believe, is that doesn't work. But depending on the size, and I'll actually put that in an email when I send that out. is it's like $14 for anything from small to extra large. Okay, so if the parents want a shirt just to show support, we'd love to have it. Okay, so you got that. Here we have our the meeting minutes. Okay, this is where our secretary will take notes during the meeting, and they'll post it the following day, just so that people who might have missed the meeting, they can kind of catch up and see what's going on. Okay. One of the big things I have is they have to take a we have to take attendance. Okay, so when they come in, they fill out their attendance form, and they have to do this. Okay, that this is a school mandate. This is a advisor mandate. This is a Mr. Burnside mandate. Okay, so this has to happen. Okay, so if they're sitting in room 256, they have to fill out this form. Okay, they have to. Going sliding down, we have the meeting agendas. These are actually put together by our officers Wednesday night. Okay, our officers have a meeting, they put together the agenda, and then once we have the agenda, we have a meeting. Okay, and one of the things I told my officers last year was that no agenda, no meeting. Right, so you have to have structure. Okay, I'm all about structure. We have we have some icebreaker type activities. Our officers are all about icebreakers. I guess yesterday there was a Mr. Peretta bingo game. Some of the kids know my Peretta isms more than I know my Peretta isms. So so they played this bingo game, and it was hysterical. So we had a good time with that. And I'm sure there's a lot more coming down the pike here. Okay. Um, Suggestions, interest forms. If your kid has any comments, questions, whatever. Our officers will be checking that to see what kind of questions, comments they have, things that we can make the chapter better. Okay. I will tell you this year, the chapter officers, they're solid. They're pretty. We have a strong officer panel. They've been with me for a few years now. Most of them are seniors, so they know the game. They know how the chapter is run. Okay. Just a heads up for the parents. There is a regional conference coming up in November. Stay tuned. I am one of the conference managers for that regional conference that's going to be held in Sarasota County. Me, my wife, who's a middle school advisor, a TSA advisor at Lexington Middle, me and her and another advisor in Sarasota County, we're kind of doing a Lee County, Sarasota County collab, where we're kind of just working together rather than against each other, and we're just doing this regional conference just so the kids can come up and just test their projects before competition. Okay. At some point, not next week, but the week after. Okay. And really, parents, stay tuned because I'm going to be asking for money again because for the new members, they have to have a TSA uniform, blue shirt. It's a blue TSA shirt, red TSA tie, and then because that's part of the competition. Okay. Then really kind of coming down here, we have all the important competition event information. This is really your kids need to like just dive in and just to go through, just double check. They have to know their events. Okay, so when they go into the competitive event guides, whatever event they're doing, they have to know their CEGs, their competitive event guides, because really, there's one of me and there's 40 of you. So it's really impossible for me to kind of keep track and whatever. And plus, also the themes and the problems the problems are different. So really, depending on what the theme and the problem is going to determine what the guidelines are. Okay, so make sure that your kid is actually looking at CEGs and the themes and problems. Okay. Weekly newsletters. This is going to be done by our reporter every week. They're going to put a newsletter up. We just started doing that this year because we actually have a reporter that came in from the middle school ranks, and he's kind of carrying some of the talent from there into this year's chapter. So much love to our reporter this year. And then kind of just scrolling down, we just have other things like different event specifications about, like dragster sizes, solar sprint sizes, flight endurance, all that. Okay. We're doing something called Teams again this year, which is tests in engineering, aptitude, math, and science. We did really well last year. There's a poster on the wall that says best in state. So we came in first place last year in Florida. Again, solid chapter, solid performers, and yeah, it's a good time. I'm actually speechless because of what these kids could do. It's crazy. So Parent chaperone information. There's a new rule regarding chaperones, okay? If you are interested in chaperoning, helping out with the chapter, effective January 1st, 2026, this is a state law, state rule that says that you actually have to get your fingerprints taken, okay? So if you emailed me and expressed an interest with chaperoning, helping out, first of all, love, okay? But do me a favor, just call the school, call Dunbar High School, and just ask how to go about getting the fingerprints. Okay, just say, hey, my name is so and so. I want to chaperone for Technology Student Association. How do I get my fingerprints taken? Okay, so really, the earlier we get that in, I think we'll be fine for January. So just get your fingerprints checked. It's a deep background search. Just make sure that you are in the system, ready to go. And really, this is for it's for your kids' safety, and and for everybody else around them. Okay, so just please take care of that. Okay, but anyway. TSA Classroom, this is where it's all going to happen. You guys are going to see a lot of videos from me. All right. Until then, guys, if you have any questions, if you want to help chaperone, email me, jasonmp@leeschools.net, and just say, hey, Mr. P, I want to help chaperone, and I'll put you on the chaperone list. And then as we get closer to the competition, as we get more information out, you guys will be the first ones to know. Okay. So until then, guys, have a good weekend. Talk to you later.